We back, we are back, man. Kind of wanted to get out here earlier, but I think we headed to the baddest, one of the baddest racetracks in the state of Kentucky, man. And the plus part about this, let me get your seatbelt on. Uh-oh. Safety first. And the plus part about this is this track is maybe 10 minutes from me. Smell oil. Anyway, so let's get to this track, man. I'm gonna meet my uncle out there. My uncle that has the 78 Malibu Classic with that 383 stroker in it. We definitely gonna go out there and see if we can get some of y'all some of this footage. We got some fast cars. They got some big events coming to this racetrack. We got big events coming to this racetrack. So if y'all don't mind, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and hit that share. One of the baddest racetracks in the state of Kentucky. US 60 Dragway, Hardinsburg, Kentucky, man. I've went down this track several times on motorcycles and in the car, and in my truck, and in my old OBS truck. You know, didn't set no records, didn't go real fast. You know, personal goals. Just didn't go down the track. I got one more personal goal, and I want it to be at this track. So the baddest track, Hardinsburg, Kentucky, US 60 Dragway. I'm gonna try to get the drone in the air too, man. If they allow it, if they allow me to have the drone in the air, we're gonna get the drone in the air. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get to it. All right, y'all. Look like we ain't going to no racetrack. There wasn't nobody there, so instead, we are turning wrenches on that 78 Malibu with that 383. Getting that exhaust manifold gasket back in there. At least my uncle is. There was the bad spot. Everybody kept saying this, you know, sound like exhaust, and that's exactly what it was, man. And so he's going back in with another set, so now he's about ready to hit the streets. So we ain't gotta hear it tick, 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 tick no more. Hear it tick, 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 tick no more. Man, them headers make it rough on putting them back together. Tight quarters. Wrenching and quarter turn here and a quarter turn there. But I had to pull the wrench out. Yes. '78 Malibu. And this particular G body to me is on fire right now. Everybody is hot. Everybody want a Malibu. They either want a Malibu or they want a Monte Carlo SS. One or two. Malibu or Monte Carlo SS. But this joker got them both. The G body. Malibu and Monte Carlo SS. Get a fire up of it once he gets it all bolted back together. Get it tightened back down. Make sure we ain't got the tick, tick, tick like we had before. That back bolt, man, is a booger. It is. It's a head sucker there, man. Enough to make you want to cuss.
That's what I was looking at, too.
The very back. Very back, man. No matter how tight because we tightened it. We went back and tried to tighten this up, but it wasn't going to do no good. They were shot. They were shot. As you can see, well, it was shot. Now he's got the individual gasket on each exhaust port. So from now on, he can just loosen the bolt up, pull it out, and, you know, put a new one in if need be. Because on these, you had to pull all the bolts out completely, fold back your header, and then get your exhaust gasket out. So yeah, look like we got it tight. We got them tight, but we had to do some We had to do some grinding to get that back one. When I got it a little thin there and he popped, but here we had already got it tight before it popped. So 3/8, got it tight. Probably wouldn't hurt to have some lock washers on it, but we never had no issues before. It's just this one particular one. So therefore, you know, was it necessary to have lock washers? I don't know. Gonna guess not. But so we got it. We got it going on now. It's ready to put the plugs back on and see what she sound like. We definitely gotta be quieter than what we was having before. I'll let y'all know what it sound like when from a header. It's annoying. Very annoying. But let me show y'all something. We got more small block Chevy action. The heartbeat of America. Small block Chevy action. You see it? It's a 355? Yeah. It's a 355. 355 700R trans. Just a cruiser. No tire fryer. Ain't no tire fryers here. These just cruisers, man. No tire fryers here. Oh. We didn't get to make it to the track. I guess they had something else going on. They might have something going on tomorrow, but I won't be there. So, what do you need? I like them dudes right there. Them little brackets to keep your plugs from getting burnt up. I like that. And it looks pretty sleek. Pretty sleek. I keep saying I'm gonna get this man some ratchet battery power tools, and he's got them, but won't use them. He's on it. No. We're gonna use that ratchet and wrenches. But that's cool. Gotta make sure you get it tight, get it right. Get it tight, get it right. Blueprint. That's gonna make some power by the looking at the dyno sheet. He makes some steam, man. Steam. How you say you had this? How long you had this car, Uncle Bubby?
About 17 years.
17 years. I thought you had a little longer than that.
Well, it might have been a little longer on there somewhere.
You had it, man, quite some time. Ready for paint. And he gets stopped and asked, you won't sell this thing? You won't sell it every time he pulls it out. If he had $1 for every time somebody asked him that, pocket be rolling. And you see, you got the old school, what are them, Wales or Kragers? Those are Wales?
Wales.
Those are Wales, yeah. You got the old school Wales. Like they say, the skinnies in the front, little fats in the back. Yeah, man. This is the one that came out. It was a 355 as well. Pull that one out, put the 383 in. And this sucker here run like a champ and chops like something crazy. But it smoked a little bit. So, hey, if I had an old school, I might just go back to old 350. Keep it simple. The engine stand looks awful familiar. Yeah, I said the engine stand look awful familiar. Yes, sir.
shut off like that now.
It's on there. Just a second. It's on there.
Good now? Yep. You sure about this one? You know, tie these up and fire it up like this.
In a minute. We fired up, checking the spark plug wise, see what she's sounding like. Shouldn't be no more ticks, man. We went through a couple things. We tightened up the coupler, or collector. The collector on the header. And all them good things, so I feel like it will be all right. The sound will be gone. All right, y'all, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Ready?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Gone, the tick is gone. Tick is gone, y'all. No, there ain't no smoke out back neither. None of that. None of that. I don't know if this thing got electronic choke on it or not. Yeah, it's got a choke, but we don't have it hooked up. Listen to her. Listen to her, y'all. No more of that. No more. That's what she's supposed to sound like. Back there counting them off. True duels. Gone, yeah, I don't hear it no more. It's cold nature though, ain't it? I've been 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. Right here, what I learned on y'all. Old school. Electric cutout. Yes, sir. Oh, 383 talking. You got them electric cutouts. I think 40 series or 50 series mufflers. 3-inch exhaust. And they stop, you know, they turn, you got them turned out right behind the back wheel. Yeah. You know, and this ain't no race car, you know what I'm saying? It's a cruiser, man. We usually make trips in it. I mean, he drives that thing everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Definitely drives it everywhere. And now he's back in business. Got that exhaust leaks fixed. Back in business, man. If y'all don't mind, hit that like, hit that subscribe for me, so we can go ahead and get more content of this. I mean, it's dark out now. We was hoping, you know, we was thinking we was gonna go to the racetrack, but what, you know, we didn't get to make it, but we still messing with hot rods anyway. So I'm cool with it.